Okay, sixth graders, we're going to spend another day on subtracting integers. Okay? This was lesson 9.5 and 9.4. The first part of this we talked about was the models. But remember I said that when you look at a model, like the ones that were given on your worksheet, and they show taking away a negative, that works for some of the problems, but not all the problems. Okay? And so it's more important to learn how to solve every single subtraction problem. And that's why it works best to remember to do this. To insert a plus sign before a minus sign. And so what we're actually going to be doing is changing a subtraction problem to an addition problem. Okay? So if it says 3 minus 7, you can insert this plus sign, insert a plus sign and make it addition in front of the minus sign. So that it's rewritten as 3 plus negative 7. 3 minus 7 and 3 plus negative 7 give you the same answer. But it's easier to remember how to add positive and negatives than it is to learn to subtract them. Okay? So, you're going to practice this on the worksheet today. Inserting a plus sign or rewriting the subtraction as an addition problem. Liz, you have all these notes copied? Okay, start copying the notes. Now, some of the questions will have 2 minus signs in a row. And it'll look like this. 5 minus negative 7. 5 minus negative 7. Cool.
Oh, I don't have a worksheet.
Okay. If you see any questions, open up, take out your worksheet. Did you get one of these? Okay. Anytime you see 2 minus signs in a row, minus, negative, what can you do with those 2 minus signs? What do you do with the 2 minus signs in a row, Lindsay? I know, but why don't you let him listen to me, because I'm telling him the same thing that you are. Okay? I'm trying to teach it to him, and you're trying to teach it to him at the same time. So, listen, Alex. What can you do with the 2 minus signs when there are 2 minus signs in a row? 2 negative signs in a row. Yeah, connect them and make it just plus. So it just becomes 5 minus, instead of 5 minus negative 7, it's just 5 plus 7. Do you know why that is true? Do you know why that works? You know, if you have 2 negatives, it equals a positive. Like if I were to say to Nate, I don't not like you. I don't not like you. What does that mean? That's 2 negatives, 2 nots in a row. And it becomes what? A positive statement. That's why it works. It's one negative is negating the other negative. And so it's becoming positive. 5 plus 7. Okay? 2 negatives cancel each other out and becomes positive. Now, it only works when there's 2 negatives in a row. Okay? Look at this. And Liz and Alex, you weren't here yesterday, so copy down this pattern. Take a look at this pattern. So, 5 minus 4 is the original problem. When you insert a plus sign, what does it become, Roy?
It becomes 5 plus negative.
Good. 5 plus negative 4, and that's 1. What if you have 4 minus 5, and you insert a plus sign? What does that become? Ariana? What does that become? Read the question.
4 minus 5 is -5.
So it becomes 4 plus -5. Yep. What does this one become when you insert a plus sign? Alex? What does this problem become when you insert a plus sign?
-4 plus -5.
It becomes -4 plus -5. And what does this become when you insert a plus sign, Jennifer?
-4 plus 5.
It just becomes -4 plus 5. The two minus signs in a row become one plus sign. Okay? Any questions on this? Let's go through, start your assignment. And let's do this. Okay? Here's your assignment. Here's how I want you to do this. It starts with -1 minus 9. Where should we put the plus sign? Brett?
In between the 1 and the minus sign.
Right. So we'll put a plus sign right here so that it reads -1 plus -9, and then write the answer on the line. -10. What can we do with the two minus signs in a row? Read this one, Carson. Next one. -12 plus 11 minus -11. But then you change it to plus. So you connect the two minus signs and make it just plus. So now read it. -1. Yep. Any questions on those? Skip down to number 11. What's different about number 11? What does it have? Max?
It has like the lines that say what its value.
Right, what its value is, or rather how far from 0 it is. It's called its absolute value, right? So when you read this one, you don't say -1, you have to say the absolute value of -1. Now, we have to answer that question first. What is the absolute value of -1? It's 1. So this is 1. The value of this is 1. And then it's 1 minus 2. But we have to put a plus sign in.
1 plus -2.
It's 1 plus -2. First, we find the answer to the absolute value, and then find the answer to the other question. Okay? So what is the answer to this one?
-1.
-1. You have to write this whole thing. Write everything that I wrote.
Can you go to the next?
Write 1 plus -2. Okay? For the absolute value ones, yes. Yep. Let's go to number 14. What's this one? Nope, read that, everybody.
Absolute value of A is
No.
subtracted by
Absolute value of -8
Minus.
I don't see that negative.
and the absolute value of -8 equals.
So this is 8
Equal sign.
minus 8. Pen is dying. There we go. 8 minus 8, which is the same as 8 plus -8. What are those two numbers called? Opposites. 8 and negative 8 are what, class? Yep, and when you add the opposites together, it equals 0.
0.
So write everything that I wrote. 8 plus negative 8 equals 0. Okay? It'll be more important later on when you're doing algebra to understand how to write that out correctly. Okay? Let's skip to number 21. Number 21. In number 21, there's a negative sign outside of the absolute value. The negative sign outside the absolute value. Now, that one doesn't go away when we find the absolute value. This is the opposite of the absolute value. So you keep that minus sign there. You write minus, and then what's the absolute value of negative 6? It'd be 6. So we write 6, and then keep this minus sign, and write the 8. And what do you put in between there? A plus sign. So it's negative 6 plus negative 8 equals
Negative 14.
negative 14. Okay. You can do number 12. Yep, connect the negative signs.
Wait, so
Make
it
it
would be,
positive.
so would it be
The absolute value of 5 is?
negative or just
No,
5?
just
So
5.
it
5
stays,
spaces.
so it'd be 5 plus 4.
Yep. So that'd be just 5 plus 4. Okay. Any questions? Daria?
So if it's a negative number in the little lines, you put it as a positive, but if it's positive, you keep it the same.
What do you mean in the little lines?
The absolute value.
The absolute value lines?
Yes.
So that, what is absolute value again? That's the distance something is from 0. Okay? So if 0 is right here, and negative 5 is here, how far away is negative 5? 5 spaces. That's the absolute value. Okay? Any other questions? What if it said 25?
We just.
Negative.
It's
Yeah,
not,
negative-
it's just 0.
It's 0
Negative
minus
0
11.
minus 11,
No, minus negative.
which is plus,
So
It's 11.
It would be
It's just
negative.
negative 11.
No, it would be 11.
no, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would.
Down to 2.
No, because there's a negative.
But remember that we have to simplify the absolute value first. What is the absolute value of negative 11? 11. Now are there 2 minus signs in a row? No, it's just one negative sign. So this is negative 11. 0 and negative 0 are the same. Right? So 0 plus negative 11 equals 11. Make sense? Yeah, negative 11. Did I say positive? Sorry. Yeah, 0 plus negative 11 is negative 11. Now, 26. Mental math. How can you get a positive here? How can you get a positive 3?
If you subtract 4 minus 4.
If you did minus
No, if you did minus.
Or if you just did it.
minus
If you did
1.
minus.
Yep.
Equals 4 minus
So that
one.
means
It means
x
negative 7.
equals
One.
1.
That's easy.
Alright. How about this one though? 28.
Negative b equals negative 8.
What would b have to equal?
Negative
Negative
8.
8.
Yeah. 2 minus 5, or 2 plus negative 5. Right? So b equals what? 2. 29. First change this to a plus, and it makes it a lot easier. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Any other questions before we go on? All right. Finish this up for tomorrow.